everyone, and welcome back to my scrappy space. We're going to be playing along with two different things today. We're going to be doing scraps to embellishments, and we're also going to be playing along with COAPA, Confessions of a Paper Addict, cut files. So the thing that I'm going to be sharing is how versatile these cut files are. And the first thing I'm going to show you is my cut file, and it's going to be on my Cricut mat, but there's a reason why. There are a bunch of little summary images, and I don't know if you can see them very well. I'm trying to get them up close. Oh, there we go. That's like, there's a bee and a toucan and an ice cream and a flamingo, just all fun stuff. A little cloud, orange, strawberry. And the reason that I'm showing this to you on here is because there are little bits and bobs that need to stick with the cut file. And what I do is when I pull this off, I take a little envelope and I put all those little bits and bobs in there. So, wanted to share that with you. And then what I've done is I have cut this cut file apart. So let me show you the embellishments, and I do have most of them backed, but I will come back and I will show you one that I haven't done yet, okay? So hold on just a sec. So I have my little envelope, and I have the things that I mainly use when I do a cut file. Here's a little piece of paper that I'm going to use when we do this cut file. But I wanted to go ahead and show these to you. Here's a little ice cream cone, a little flower. Now I'm going to use this centerpiece. I'm going to make it some other color, so I wasn't really concerned about putting a separate color in there. Here is my little bee, and I have vellum for his little wings. Here's a cacti. Here is a hat. Here is my cloud. Oh, and I found some blue vellum, you guys. It's so pretty. Oh, that's something I'm going to discuss with you. This is a strawberry, and what I did is I kept the centerpiece for this, and then I just laid it on my cut file, and then I filled in the black. So just, you can put random strawberry little bits and bobs, but I really liked how it did it, so I was using that as a stencil. So just a little information there. Now I can throw that away. Here's my toucan. It was actually kind of hard to find some paper that could work for his little beak here. And then see, here's one of those little pieces of paper you got to keep. Here is my lemonade. I have a little piece of vellum behind that to make it look like a glass, and you can actually put it above this as well. Here is my bag. Here is an orange, the flamingo, and these cute, adorable little cherries. I am so sorry we had a malfunction. All right, I think what I was showing you guys is this little crab. I put his little eyes on, and I add, oh, I've got a little hair here. We had a visitor, and I popped him up on, with his little eyes up on some foam. See that? And then I was asking you guys if I should leave this white or if I should color it in black. So hopefully you guys can answer that for me. He's an adorable little crab. And then I was showing you guys how to do this cut file. This is such a bummer. So I will try to reenact as much as possible. Let me put my lid on my glue because I just lost a chip because I did not get my glue on. See, it's already drying out. We have a visitor, guys. It's a cute visitor, but it's a visitor nonetheless. So, I am so sorry. I was showing you guys how I went about cutting this little fish. I did do his fins, and I had already pre-cut these stripes out. And what I was sharing with you guys is this is my piece of paper, and a lot of this came from Joanne Bartel. She's the one that I like how she does her cut files. And so if you guys want to know some really big details, please go watch her videos. So what you do is you turn this over on the back side. You flip your paper upside down, and then you trace. And I trace with a pen on the busier paper, and you just go around the inside of your cut file. And then when you cut, you barely cut a little bit just on the outside. Now give yourself enough room to glue, but you don't want it to fall through. Does that make sense? So then you always dry fit them. What that means is you just pop that on there and then look and see. So I see that it's going to fit all the way around. I haven't missed a piece and there is nothing sticking out. Of course, you know, when I glue it down, you won't see that. The other thing that I was sharing is I did not put these little orange pieces on yet because it would be easier for me to trace around the outside of this fish before I went ahead and put the big piece down. So I am going to go ahead, and I always use my tweezers because I have shaky hands and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on here. Like I said, I have a little helper in here today. So I pop that down. And the other thing I don't have right here with me is, oh yes I do. And then you always dab the back, flip it over and dab the front so you don't get any extra glue, okay? Let's do that one more time. Make sure I have that the way it's supposed to go, yep. And I'm pulling this up to me because I don't want to put my big head in the way. As best as possible if I don't glue it on backwards. And have I glued it on backwards? Yep. Have I been talking and messed it up? Yep, I sure have. Okay, so there are my stripes. And then, now we're going to see what this looks like. Whoops. And see, now I have that two-tone. So cute. Okay, just a minute. One thing at a time. And the other thing is too, guys, Jazz, are you going to make a guest appearance? This is my Tazzy Jazzy girl right here. Look at cuteness. Look at the camera. She's adorable. She is adorable. Okay. And her and Mr. Beans get along perfectly. We were kind of concerned, but they do really well. But she is in the scrap room, and she's going to go out of the scrap room. Okay, so now you guys could always put a squiggly eye if you wanted to, but I had to put my little eyeball in here because she was in here. But I'm just going to put him right there. Of course, I'm going to really need to use my tweezers. And with this cut file, you'll see that I actually, the one that I showed you at first was a reverse of this. You can make them different sizes, you can flip them, you can do a lot of things. Now, these are all attached and it can just be a big giant background. And I just went through and I just trimmed. Now, let me see if you can see where some of it is. Okay, so like here on the bottom is where this one was attached. And I think right here at the top of his little head. And so I just smooth it out as best as possible. And just move on. There are some pieces like this one was on the side here and was pretty darn close, but I'm okay with it. So that can make you a lot of embellishments. So now let me get this cleaned up or picked up and I will show you what I'm going to scrapbook. So with all those fun little embellishments, I really wanted to showcase them. So I found this sketch. I'm going to show it right here. I thought that would be so cute to be able to just fill in that angle. So I went over to my little rainbow of papers that are just random. There's no collection to go with them or anything like that. And I believe that a lot of these have just came out of a paper pad. And I have some cardstock here. I didn't know if I wanted to use my white. So I am just going to rip this striped paper here. And I'll probably go back through and make it a little bit better because I don't want that much white showing. But then again, I kind of wanted to curl it up, so maybe I do. Yeah, I think maybe I do. There we go. Kind of make it my own there. Sorry if I'm shaking my little table. So I don't know whether I want to use this. I'm just going to use, just a second, I'll show you. I don't know if I want to use this orange because there's an ombre to it, but I just want a little piece of it. So I was thinking that that might be kind of pretty just to have that in there. I don't know. Let's go ahead and do the other piece, and then we will do a little trial and see. Because see, a lot of that's going to get covered up, which I'm pretty good okay with. But I thought it would just add a little bit too. So we're going to kind of pretend that we're going to use it. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's go ahead and do this one. I want a pretty big rip, actually. Pretty big rip. This paper is so fun. And I find that it's a little bit harder for me to rip when it's a bigger piece. Isn't that something? Getting a lot of this white. I'll come back and clean that up. Okay. I don't want to go too far. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to come back through, clean that up just a hair. Just a hair. Okay, as far as the photo, I am actually waiting for some photos to come through of Peanut. She went to the aquarium and she went to the ocean, and I am in the process of doing a big photo print. Guys, I have too many photos on my phone. Too many. Okay, so I think I like that. I like the little bit of orange, but I may change my mind. You just never know. Okay, this, because it's all wrinkly and stuff, I'm going to purge it, guys. I'm not keeping that. Okay, so let me go ahead and get this adhered down. Okay, guys, totally changed my mind. I'm going to go with white because I want to add this teal. And I think I'm going to have a lot of other colors, and I don't want to, I don't necessarily want to fight with the colors. So I'm going to go ahead and cut some strips and add my teal paper here, and I will be right back. So I already did my base, and Mama went ahead and sent me this picture. So I have that ripped. I'm going to put this up on some foam tape, especially in the center. I have my little foam stuff here. I want to make sure I have it where I want it. So what I'm going to do is glue that right there. And then I can add to it. This was just a picture of her, of Peanut sitting outside enjoying the sunshine. And I just love this. I pulled this out of my rainbow stuff like I shared. And then I am just going to be adding some of these wonderful little embellishments. Now, I have this rolled up, and I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to pop some of these up on foam. But let's go ahead and just lay some of these out. And I'm just going to use all the things, guys, because I think they're fun. I think they're fun. And see how this picks up the red right there. I'm not going to use my fish. Am I going to use my toucan? I don't think I'm going to use my toucan. Oh, I love this little cloud. And you're going to see it, and that's okay. Oh, and I love this little bee. And that will be perfect because I can adhere my cloud to my bee, and that will give me something to adhere so you won't be able to see through my cloud. See my little flower. I don't know where I'm going to add my little flower. But I'm just trying to get my colors to come across. Got some cherries. Kind of fun to have the cherries in there too. My hat, the hat doesn't really go. That's okay. And let's see, do I want this bag? So I don't want the bags because of these stripes going this way and these stripes going that way. So I don't want that. The ice cream, I'm not really feeling it. And then I have this guy here. Now I know that has some stripes, but I really kind of want something there, but I'm not liking that at all. So maybe some strawberries. Have a little fruit center over here. Maybe I'll do that. Something looking like that. Whoops. See how that paper right there is really making it bump up. All right, there we go. Maybe something like that. There we go. Now I had these leaves from another cut file, and I may go ahead and just pop those in there just to kind of give it a little bit of something. Just add some more bits and pieces to it. There we go. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Maybe I'll add this one down here instead. So I think I'm going to incorporate some of those. What do you guys think? I don't need one up there in the sky, do I? Yeah, maybe. You just never know. And it brings in this green right here. Oh, I love that. I love it. I love it. Let's see. I had some bigger ones over here. And this is from a different cut file, and I will show both of these cut files at the end. And you guys will see the finished product at the end as well. Whoops. That is fun, guys. Fun. Okay, and then, of course, we'll get all of those adhered down. And then I have a title. I know I do. Oh, okay, guys, I'm going to show you a basket. I am going to refill my basket. And Jeannie Linguini came up with the basket. And what it is it's a little basket that you just need to get all of your product used, the little bits and pieces that you've kept and you haven't done anything with. And I have had these fabulous paper trim, and I am going to put that along the bottom here. I don't know that I'm going to do it on the top. I don't know. We'll see. And I'm going to adhere that there, and I have this in my basket. So I'm super excited. That is so summery and fun. So I'm going to put that on there. And I am going to pull I Love Summer off here and put that on the bottom here below my little fringe, or I might put it up here. I'll see which one I like best. You guys, please come and check out the finished layout. I am super excited with this. It's super fun. This is such a great way to make your own embellishments, and seriously, with the cost of embellishments, and with one cut file, like I said, you can do various sizes, you can flip them, and so you can get the opposite direction. It's really a great bang for your buck, and I had so much fun playing with these guys. I hope you guys will check out the COAPA Facebook group and also the cut file shop. And also, if you guys don't mind giving me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. I hope you guys are having a super amazing day and you're out there making lots of memories. We'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.